So you're probably wondering, well, who actually is Penelope? Well, first off, Penelope is not human. She is an AI powered customer persona expert. So what does that actually mean? Well, if you imagine someone who knows your customers better than they know themselves, well, that's Penelope, because she's basically got advanced AI capabilities where she can analyze patterns and sentiments that experts, well, human experts, will probably miss. And how does she do that? Because she's trained from the best of the best. So Penelope has a number of different skills. She's got things like personality insight extraction, where she uses sophisticated techniques to gather insights about an individual's character, which is obviously pivotal when talking to your customers. She's got psycholinguistic algorithms, so she can analyze how people communicate the words they choose. So these could be used, for example, if you want to data mine Amazon reviews or any reviews, or the way people, your customers or clients email you. She can analyze the types of words they use, etc., and their other linguistic patterns. She does trait value mapping. So it's about understanding, obviously, not just about, their personality traits, but the context of their values and behaviors. And obviously this gives a multi-dimensional view of, their persona. When we build any AI-powered experts here at Hartz AI, we do it in two ways. Number one, we look at the competencies that somebody of the expertise would have, and then we look at the skill set. So for example, Penelope has got competencies in neuromarketing, consumer psychology, sociology, endocrinological knowledge that's specific for marketing, neuroscience, all sorts of things. And when we go kind of a bit deeper and we look at the skill sets based on those competencies, we go and take her from like somebody that's great to somebody that's PhD level expert. So for example, under consumer behavior understanding, she does psychological analysis, demographic segmentation, behavioral pattern recognition, consumer profiling, all that good stuff. So why actually is it important to prime ChatGPT or any other large language model with an expert? Well, I always liken it to this example. ChatGPT is an amazing tool, but it's like a Swiss Army knife. It does everything. But if you want to go fishing, for example, you don't need a Swiss Army knife to catch a fish. You need a precision tool. And you don't just need a precision tool like a fishing rod. You need an expert fisherman that's powering that fishing rod, that knows exactly where to put it, what bait to add on. Are we fishing at nighttime, during the day, in a lake, in a river? All these different things, only the expert fisherman has that knowledge on. So by creating an AI-powered expert, you take ChatGPT from this versatile generalist to a real precise expert. So who can actually benefit from using Penelope? Well, from marketing professionals to startups, customer experience and sales teams. And if you go and check out the Penelope website page, I go into detail on how each of these types of people can use Penelope for their unfair advantage. So why should you create a customer persona? Well, if you know your audience, you could upgrade your outputs. There's marketing 101, right? So creating customer personas is a crucial step for ChatGPT, because then all the output that ChatGPT gives you is very specific to your target demographic and audience, and you'll be able to meet their needs and preferences and what they want from you. At the end of the day, who you're talking to is incredibly important, right? Whether you're talking to John or Megan, it's very different to whether you're talking to Lewis or Bob or Christian or Tricia. You get the point. So Penelope is your expert when it comes to creating customer personas and an absolute fraction of the cost. When I run courses, I have many experts from marketing say to me, oh my goodness, it would take, a client would have to pay thousands of pounds and it would take weeks to get to the level of detail that you're getting with Penelope with just 3 hours. So this is our customer persona this is our customer persona here at Hartz AI. It's Adrian Reed. That's an AI image. That's not real. And yeah, we get all the kind of normal stuff like his salary, his professional background, but we want to go a bit deeper, like who really is Adrian Clark? And we do this by asking good questions like, how does Adrian want to be spoken to? What's his real fears? What's his real pain points? So a prompt that we could add in and ask Penelope would be something like, let's get under Adrian's skin. What's his real pain points and fears? What really makes him tick? And what else? Well, perhaps what are Adrian's expectations from an AI trainer? It's interesting. This is one that Penelope brought to my attention, and I think it's really important, where it says personal accountability. As a leader, Adrian feels the weight of responsibility for the livelihoods of his employees. His decisions about AI not only affect business outcomes, but also the well-being of his team. That is a really interesting insight for me. And do you think I can use that information in my advertising, in my marketing, in my message hierarchy, so I can really resonate with Adrian? Let me give you an example how Penelope helped this chocolate company, Seed and Bean. Now, Seed and Bean have got two types of customers. They've got consumers and buyers. And this is Emily Hartwell, 35 to 45 and all that great stuff. But we want to go a bit deeper. And let me tell you, this is just a summary of what Penelope's done. It goes into much more detail in the report that we gave to Seed and Bean. So Emily Hartwell, personal values and beliefs, all her goals and aspirations, her attitudes towards ethical brands. She's willing to pay more for quality and sustainability. We want to go deeper. Behavioral data. What online behavior patterns does she have? What's her purchasing behavior? Where is she in the organic food adoption stage? Now, also, what are her preferred engagement channels? What are her obstacles and concerns? What are her personal needs and goals? So as you can say, as you can see, we're going deeper and deeper and deeper until we go really deep. So if we can really uncover the more nuanced aspects of Emily and her pain points and fears, we can really, really, really improve our conversions when it comes to PPC or advertising or, pages on our website. So what's interesting is her real pain points and fears, quality versus ethics trade-off. So she wants to find products that do not compromise on quality in terms of the ethical standards, but she fears that it might sacrifice the sensory experience that she cherishes with chocolate, right? So she wants a really good chocolate, like, well, dare I say Cadbury or Galaxy, but she wants to make sure that the organic chocolate she's buying tastes just like that. Also, accessibility and convenience. So, Emily's prepared to go out of her way to buy ethical chocolate, organic chocolate, but how far? Is she going to really travel the extra 10 minutes into a Waitrose to buy that one product? So this means that Seed and Bean have to understand their distribution channels and logistics in order to obviously get their product into hands like Emily's. And again, responsibility and impact. She wants to know that and expect that her purchase will contribute to a positive change. And she seeks out brands that have a clear impact and shares her commitment to making the world a better place. And of course, if we understand Emily, we know that she's on this shared journey where every piece of chocolate that she eats tells a story of a positive impact. That's what she wants. Of course, we cover other things like a day in Emily's life, her emotional landscape, her expectations, but we won't cover that in this video. So do you want to see if your current branding is actually correct? We all know the adage, do we create a product for the market or create a market for the product? Now, we know that creating a product for the market is much cheaper than creating a market for the product. Now, do you remember in a previous slide I had here, what are Adrian's expectations from an AI trainer? If we know Adrian's expectations, we can give what he wants. If Seed and Bean know the expectations from their target personas, their brand voice can give them what they want. So things that Emily wants is things like environmentally conscious, community-centric, ethically engaged, innovatively gourmet. So if we look at the authentic and transparent side of things, this is what a mission statement narrative would look like. At Seed and Bean, we invite you into the heart of our journey, from the soil to the bar, from the soil to the bar. That's so good. Every piece of chocolate tells a story of commitment, care, and connection. We believe in transparency, sharing our practices, challenges, and triumphs. Honesty. You deserve to know the origins of your indulgence. In a million years, I would never have come up with something like that. But that mission statement has come from all that research that Penelope did. Because at the end of the day, We want Seed and Bean to connect with Emily. And in doing so, we want Emily to connect with Seed and Bean, which generates loyalty, right? So when we do this, this is Brandon. This is another AI expert we won't go into now. Brandon is our branding AI expert. And then what the Penelope passes all that information to Brandon, and Brandon then creates all that amazing tone of voice, messaging hierarchy, positioning of the brand. So it really resonates with, Emily, people like Emily, or in my case, Adrian. Now, Penelope, you can have access to, if you really, really, really want to understand how to talk and communicate with Penelope, we run something called a persona craft workshop. So by using Penelope, you can discover exactly who your customers are, what they want, and how to communicate them in ways that truly resonates with them, all within like a 3-hour focus session. And you can visit it by going to hartzai.com, hartzai.com/persona craft-workshop. Enjoy your unfair advantage. Welcome to the AI era.